Hello and welcome back to this week's video. I hope every single one of you have had an amazing Mother's Day. Whether you are a fur mama, a mama who does not have their kids with them, or whatever the case may be, or if you're a dad that is playing both roles, I hope that you had an amazing Mother's Day. But yeah, in case you're new here, my name is Tasha. I am a mama of four. I have three older boys and one little girl, which you will see the little girl in here because, of course, there's a cuteness break always. So this week was actually supposed to be, I had started in my office of decluttering, shredding some of the papers that we no longer need. But then Ebony had a day off of work, and while I was shredding the papers the day before, I had noticed that some of the boxes that I had stored under the bed, like the little plastic bins, was super dusty, and under the bed was dusty and just needed a good mop and stuff. And I know I haven't even started any spring cleaning or nothing like that. So I decided, she's got a day off, so she can get in here and help me clean up the room and everything. So that is what we are doing. We completely took our bed out of here, which is a queen size bed. We took it out of here and we started going through stuff, and we were decluttering and cleaning the floor and dusting where we could. You can see I'm cleaning off like the storage boxes that we put under our bed because we don't have a lot of space for storage. But these plastic containers come in very handy. I store like the baby clothes that the baby has outgrown, like the kind of like the memory clothes, like her first Christmas or, something like that, or the outfits we got her pictures taken in the hospital. That is what is in one of these boxes. And then in the other one would be clothes that she has yet to grow into. So I'm just kind of packing them away. Oh, who remembers Shaggy? Yeah, I was listening to Shaggy that day. But anyway, that was a throwback. And then in another bin, I store like my bed sheets and pillowcases and stuff, which I actually went today and got another like tote like this that I can slide under my bed. That way I can put our comforters in, because I did not have any room to put our comforters in with the sheets and pillowcases, which with the sheets and pillowcases, I'm pretty sure that I probably have a couple sheets and pillowcases in there that would probably fit my boys' bed. That will no longer fit my bed, but I just stored them in there anyway. The only thing I did not get done in this video, guys, is my little, rocking chair thing that you see that big pile of clothes and stuff on. The only thing I did not get done is putting the stuff away that is in that rocking chair, which a lot of what's in that rocking chair would be the comforters and some of like my overshirts. I did go through them later on in the video. I did go through them, and kind of the only thing that is left there now would be the comforters and maybe a couple of my overshirts that I have to put away. But other than that, I mean, I think I have some of the baby's blankets over there too that I need to put in her drawer and get that organized. But you'll see me hanging stuff up on the walls that I've been putting off doing, and, just dusting and everything. This is the cutest little thing. I love this thing. It is a little dog, and then you squeeze the sides of its head and it looks like it's growling at you and super mean. I forget what these things are called, but I love mine. I got a little doggy. But in next week's video, I plan on going ahead and doing the office declutter and organize, because I do have a lot of the organizers and stuff put up in the closet. I just have to get the stuff situated, and I really want to go through that bookshelf that all the stuff is on, because I feel like if I can work out getting rid of that bookcase, I'd have a lot more room in there. but I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of the bookcase because I do need the storage in there because my desk does not have a lot of storage, and you know how it is. And there's not a lot of room in there anyway, since it's originally a small walk-in closet that I turned into an office. Let me see. So yeah, that'll be next week's video. I am still trying to carve out time so I can do the big project of being in the washroom. So yeah, that's something that is coming up. This took me 2 days to finally get to where it is now. The first day you see me and Ebony going through the stuff. The second day you'll just see me because she had to go back to work, and I just decided to go ahead and finish doing what I could in here. Oh goodness. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. And I did speed this video up to 8 times, or 8 times the speed or whatever, because if I would not have even slowing it down to just 6 times, I still would have had over an hour long video. And I didn't think that anybody would want to sit and watch one of my videos for an hour long. So I did speed it up even more than just the 6 times. But all in all, I think in 2 days, I got close to 6 hours of footage. Because I know the first day, we were having to take turns watching the baby and be cleaning in here. That's why on the first day you would see Ebony in there by herself, and she's like walking back and forth or whatever, and you don't see me for a little bit, and that's because I had the baby at that time. And yeah, so we just had to kind of switch off and everything. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. I also store like the boys' school papers in like a little bin right there. It's kind of like I think they're called like a homeschool bin or whatever, but I usually just... Woo! Good job. Here. Catch. Put your hands out. Woo! Good job.
Hey.
She's been throwing it at my face.
I'll check out my damn kneecaps. Me, huh? Hey. Fine, I'm throwing it to mommy. Here, mommy.
Here.
You didn't catch.
Catch. Woo! Good job.
Really? Here.
Oh, you parted?
Hey, you gonna catch or am I gonna throw to mommy? You have to catch. I'm gonna try one more time. You ready? There you go. Hands together. Woo! Throw to mommy. Throw to mommy. Woo! Good job.
Good job. Catch. Put your hands out. Yay!
You ready? Ready? Oh. Alright, ready? Catch. Look, out. Gotta hold them out. Yeah, hold them out. There you go. You ready? Catch. Throw to mommy.
Good job.
Throw to mommy.
Come here. Throw it. Woo!
Here, try it again. Throw to mommy.
Girl, throw
Really
it to
excited.
mommy.
Look. There you go.
Woo! Lord, girl.
Here. Show me how. Mommy. Fine, I'm gonna throw it to mommy. Alright, you gonna catch it? You gonna catch it? Arms out. There you go.
Yay.
Good job.
Woo! Good job. Catch. All right. Woo! Good job. Catch.
You're too damn adorable.
Us like in this bin right here, and if anybody wants a video on how I did it or whatever, just leave me in the comments that, because in this bin I have like their shot records. I have like things from like if they were in IEP in school, or if they were in like the gifted program or whatever in school. I do have a space in there. I also have one for their awards, like their little certificates that they get. And each kid has like a shot record folder, and then like each grade level from like kindergarten on up to 12th. And then they also have a folder for like any intergrade testing results or anything like that. I have a folder for that. And each kid has that. And I finally put one in there for Izzy for like her shot records and stuff like that too. And then as she gets older, I'll just, start putting things like first grade, second, stuff like that. And I just keep like things that are like super important. It's not like a memory bin. It's more like things in school, kind of something, say like you keep a piece of paper that they started their first handwriting on, and you put that in like kindergarten, and then the next year, which would be first grade, you just put another writing thing in there, just basically to see their progress, I guess is what you'd say. But yeah, that's more like a homeschool bin. But I did put that together because I started homeschooling my oldest son when he was in 6th or 7th grade, because he was not having very much success in public school. But I won't go into that because that's a whole story in itself. But I did take him out and I started homeschooling him. And then a lot of things was going on and stuff. So I started, I registered him for the K through 12 public. It's like the virtual K through 12. And he actually graduated last year. So yeah, it's coming up on a year. June 13th will be a year since he has graduated. But he did graduate. And then my two younger boys, they are also doing the K through 12 right now too. It's just, I think my youngest son is wanting to try to go back to the public school. Mama's not too thrilled, but whatever he thinks is best is what I'll go along with. But yeah, I kind of, I like to keep everything organized. So I have a bin for the kids' school, important school stuff. Like because you have to have some of like their old report cards and stuff like that when you're registering them or whatever. So I like to keep that stuff in that bin. And then I don't know if you'll see it in this one. I think you do, because I think I wipe it down. It's like a gray file folder. In there, I keep things like tax papers or birth certificates or, important papers like that. That way I know exactly where to go when I need it. Because if I did not keep this stuff organized, there would have been so many times that we would have been crap out of luck because we didn't have something that we needed. So, yeah, I really love, love, love being organized, guys. I thrive on organization. I really do. Now, you can't tell it in a lot of the areas. You cannot tell it. But if I could, I would have everything in a organized manner. But, when you live in a house full of ADHD kids, and probably most of the adults here have ADHD and no telling what else going on with them, it's not exactly easy to keep everything as organized as possible. Typically, I let my bedroom go so the rest of the house can be somewhat organized and everything else. But I had decided on this day, I had let it go enough, and I got tired of every time I came in here, instead of feeling relaxed and peaceful, I felt overwhelmed and overstimulated, and my anxiety was bad, and I didn't even want to be in my room at all. So I'm glad that we got this done. It's not completely finished, as I said earlier, but we are working on getting the rest done. There's just a few more things I need to do, and I will be absolutely happy with this room. Okay, so I have been talking now for 12 minutes and something of this video. I apologize if you do not like to hear me talk. That's the gray file folder right there. I really got to go through that too because, I mean, it looks like it's about to bust or either get a bin like the school bin. But yeah, I will take a break from talking and let y'all listen to some music. And then, yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this. And another thing, the reason Ebony was in here by herself, not only because I was watching the baby, but also because that is her side of the room. And she needed to go through her stuff and organize her stuff the way she wanted it and knew where it was, because I don't like to touch other people's stuff and, declutter or anything like that. That's why I told her, you need to go ahead and go in there. Yes, I really don't know. I really don't know what she was doing unless she was trying to get the flower to play whatever her headphone was playing. I don't know. And she was dancing. Okay. But yeah, oh, and she's playing with the baby's toys. What's up? But yeah, I decided to let her go ahead and do her side, and I'd go and take a break and be with the baby while she was doing that. So that's why she's in here, and I have no idea where she went. She kept running in and out of the room. But yeah, that is what is going on here. And I figured I'd let you know that this trunk, we actually got this trunk several years ago. I think we got it from Goodwill. and the bottom of it had started to rust. That's what I was trying to get off the bottom of it, like on the metal part. But unfortunately, I mean, I don't know how old it was before we got it, but it actually the metal pieces was starting to like disintegrate kind of, which I've never seen that happen before, but you know, it did. And I was just trying to clean it up the best that I could, because that trunk right there has all of our pictures in it, like the boys' school pictures and other pictures that we wanted to keep. Like that whole trunk is full of, it's basically like a memory trunk of pictures and stuff like that. And we really wanted to keep that one, especially until we could get another one, maybe a bigger one. I don't know. But here's to hoping that it'll hold up even longer, because I actually like the way it looks. I love the blue on it. And then the metal part on it is like that brushed brass, or maybe brushed gold. I don't know what it's called, but it's actually really pretty. And don't ask me why she's got my bra on her head, y'all. Sometimes she does stuff and I don't know why. Like, I don't try to understand her. And here's me just going on doing what I've been doing, and half the time I don't even pay attention to what she's doing, because there's no telling what she does. It's kind of became a normal for me. I could look over at any moment and they'd be something that she was doing that, yeah, didn't make any sense. But I'm just cleaning away. I wasn't even paying attention to what she was doing, because, I mean, that's how it is every day. Anybody else have a spouse, a partner, significant other that does that? Does like the craziest things or the funniest things, and at any moment you're liable to turn around and they have just something on their head or on their face, or just doing something crazy? Let me know in the comments. Do you have somebody like that? And after on day one, we did get started late on day one, so we kind of ran out of time. We just really wanted to, get the floors done really good and then get the bed made. That way we could actually sleep that night. I can't remember what time it was that we finally got done with the room on day one. And this is on day two, and I am in here by myself. I just quickly made up the bed because I knew that I needed the bed space in order to be able to like put stuff on there so I can put it where it goes, like the bins under the bed or, things like that. Plus, I did get rid of a lot of things. I think in total, it was 2.5 bags, if I'm not mistaken, of the stuff that I got rid of. Well, not like donating. I'm going to donate it. That's what I mean by getting rid of. And then there's some toys in here that I decided could go into the bin in the living room for the baby's stuffy bin, as I like to call it. It's basically like these stuffed animals that she doesn't play with right now because they don't make noise or anything. It's just like the snuggly stuffies. But yeah, I had several that I took and put in the bin in the living room. And then there was other ones that was mine that I put on the shelf. And then there was some that was hers that went on the shelf also. But yeah, on day two, I was basically just putting things where they go or where they needed to go. And I was hanging so I had a bunch of dream catchers and pictures and stuff that I had been wanting hung up. And there for a while, I was like, well, I really don't want to hang it up until, we finally paint this room, because this is like the builder grade paint, you wipe it and the paint comes off. I absolutely hate that paint, by the way, but we just haven't found the time or, had the energy to get started on this room with the painting or whatever. And nobody really comes in this room but us anyway. So all in all, it really doesn't matter. I don't like the color of this room and I don't like the paint, but we will eventually be able to get this room painted. So I was like, well, instead of just leaving the pictures and the dream catchers and stuff laying around, I can go ahead and put them on the wall, and whenever we go to paint, then we can just take everything off the wall and paint that way. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Because there's no telling when we'll get this room painted, because there's several other rooms that need to be done before this one anyway. So yeah. But I think right now I'm just putting, like, these are the actual memory bins of, so I have a bin for my youngest son, a bin for my middle son, and this big bin that I'm working on right now, see, that is my oldest son's baby book. So that big bin apparently was supposed to be for my oldest son, and it has all his drawings, his baby books. I think I even found some of his teeth in there that the tooth fairy, bunny ears, the tooth fairy, had given him money for. But I also, in this bin, put things that people had made me or had given me, like my nieces or, my nephews or something like that will draw me a picture, and I'll save it, or I'll get a card from somebody that is really special and I'll save it. So I just ended up using this big bin to put Shane's like drawings and stuff like that and baby book and everything in, but I also put the other things that was mine in there. Because there was a lot of drawings too that the boys, they always had a hard time like putting their name on their drawings and stuff, and then I'd find it later and nobody could remember whose was whose. So I would just, I wanted it to go in the bin. That way, as they got older and wanted to go through the stuff, then they'd be able to look back and maybe a trigger like, oh, yeah, I did do this, so this is mine, something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And this is my makeshift office right here. And I'm just switching things around. That way I can put the memory bins up there. That way, yeah, that way I can just have them up there and out of the way and didn't have to store them under the bed or in the corner behind the door or whatever. I wanted them up there because that way anytime there's something else, that I want to save, then I can just put in the bin. So yeah, that's what that was. And then after that, I'm done in the closet. Or see, I keep wanting to call it a closet because I know technically that's what it is, but it's also my office. So, yeah. Oh, and so a couple years ago, Ebony had got me a like a heat press, and for the life of me, I could not figure out where it was. She couldn't figure out where it was. I was like, I know I have one. I remember. And she's like, yeah, because I remember getting it for you. And I'm like, I don't know where it's at. I know I didn't declutter it. I don't know where it's at. Guess where I found it, guys? It has been under our nose the entire time. The entire time. It was underneath our TV in a gray velvety bag. Yep, I found it that day. I sure did. And when I found it, I said, you have got to be shitting me. Like, really? The whole entire time, all this time, we had been looking for it. Like, she had even took and ordered me, like, a whole other set of, like, the heat and press things. I was like, I cannot believe that it has been here the whole time. I was like so dumbfounded, and I couldn't believe it. And I still can't. I was like, how, like, who would see that bag there and not look at it and wonder, what's in here? And I had kept looking at the stupid bag, y'all. The whole time I kept looking at the stupid bag, and I'm like, well, I don't know what that is. It must be something of hers. And I never looked in it. Like, what? What, like, who does that? Sometimes I don't get me at all. Like, I don't.
Don't wanna get closer. If you're playing with my mind, it ain't fair. Don't wanna spend my energy. Give my attention if yours ain't there. I don't wanna give you the best of me if you're just gonna give the rest. You see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. So don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow the golden rule, we won't have no problems. Hey, don't you go making a fool of me. Don't make no mistake loving you. But if you're running around on me, let me spell it out for you. ITGAS. If I'm not the one you're missing, the one you wanna call when you're feeling low, if I'm not the only one you're kissing, then I don't care, I don't care. The one you're looking for in the crowd, the one that calm your mind when it gets too loud. If I'm not the one you want around, then I don't care, I don't care. ITGAF, nuh-uh. ITGAF, nuh-uh. Not gonna wait up all night while you're making other plans, it ain't right. Not gonna waste my time on someone who can prioritize. I don't wanna give you the best of me if you're just gonna give the rest. You see, I don't play the long game unless I'm your end game, babe. So don't you do it to me what you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. Follow We won't have no problems. Hey, 1, 2, 3. If I'm not the one you're missing, the one you wanna call when you feel alone, if I'm not the only one you're kissing, then I don't give a. The one you're looking for in the crowd, the one to calm your mind when it gets too loud. If I'm not the one you want around, then I don't give a.
As this video is coming to an end, guys, again, I want to wish every one of you out there a happy Mother's Day. I hope that y'all have stayed safe, and I hope that y'all have made good choices, and I am so thankful and so appreciative that you guys have spent your time here with me and watching this video. And make sure that if you want to help this channel out for free, you can hit the subscribe button. That is completely and totally free. It just lets you see. It just lets you see when. Well, if you hit the notification button, I'm getting all tongue-tied here, but hit the notification button also. That way you'll get notified anytime I do post another video, and I try to post at least once a week. And I want to say that thank you so much for being here. And I hope that it gave you all the motivation that you needed, or all the entertainment that you were looking for. And I hope that you guys will come back and enjoy some more videos, because I'm sure there will be more. Oh, there's a lot more videos, guys. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. And I greatly appreciate it. And welcome to the family. See you next time.
I know you're the color in the lines type. Never shake things up kind. Don't speak your own mind. I know you, everything has limits. Obey, don't ask questions. And you're the one trying to make me listen. My head was made for the clouds. Want me, come get me, I'm not coming down. Are you mad? I don't care. Don't understand? I don't care. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. You think you can control me, but you don't really know me, so I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I know you, dreams are way too risky. Scared of anything you find too tricky. Don't let me, I'm too witty. I know you, with your do's and do nots, trying to get me to stop, but you're in for a shock. My head was made for the clouds. Want me, come get me, I'm not coming down. Are you mad? I don't care. Don't understand? I don't care. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. You think you can control me, but you don't really know me, so I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble. I'm just here to pop your bubble. I'm just here to pop your bubble. You think you can control me, but you don't really know me, so I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I'd rather go to jail and live a life completely boring. I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission, cause it's funny. I think it's funny. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. You think you can control me, but you don't really know me, so I'm just here to pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop, pop your bubble, pop. I'm just here to pop your bubble. I'm just here to pop your bubble. I'm just gonna pop your bubble, baby. You think you can control me, but you don't really know me, so I'm just here to pop your bubble. got me up here, catching all my